As a home renovator or tradesperson, you may be very surprised with how many sustainable options are available to you. Although timber is a very sustainable product, there are some issues within the industry. At Glennon Brothers here in Cork, they are doing a lot of important work to make their products even more sustainable.
So timber and wood products is a really good story. It's a really good story from a lot of reasons. First of all, we think of the forests. In the forests, the trees absorb the carbon dioxide, store it into their trunks and branches, breathe it in and expel oxygen. So forests are often referred to as the lungs of the earth. So they play an enormous part in climate change. In Ireland, we can grow trees twice as fast as our Scandinavian competitors. Ireland has an inherent competitive advantage in forestry. And then when you look at it, we only have 12% forest cover, which compares to a European average of 40%. And more recently, we've run into a lot of legislative difficulties that have affected the sustainability of the sector. For example, we had major problems in felling licenses, which means we couldn't fell trees to use in construction, which meant we had to import an awful lot more wood and couldn't use our own homegrown wood. And from an environmental perspective and a sustainability perspective, the right thing is to use Irish wood to build our houses. I myself, and indeed all of us in Glennon Brothers, are committed to working with the various industry bodies and indeed government to make sure we can create the right sustainable solution for forestry in Ireland so that we can easily plant trees, grow trees and fell them so that we can capitalise on the enormous carbon benefits from growing trees. Parking that all aside, let me tell you a little bit of what we do in Glennon Brothers. We predominantly buy from FSC certified forests. This means that when you see an FSC certificate on our product, this is backed up by a chain of custody, which means the timber products you buy are certified, that they're managed in a sustainable way. This also means when we harvest the wood, there are more trees planted and managed in a sustainable fashion, so you can be 100% comfortable you're getting the most sustainable timber product you can buy. Another interesting thing about timber production is that there is no waste. We generate no waste. One of the difficulties of cutting a square product out of a circle, as in a log, is that obviously you generate a lot of sawdust, wood chips and bark. All of these byproduct or waste are the feedstock for other processes. For example, the wood chips are used for the manufacture of MDF and chipboard. They're also used for energy generation and for animal bedding. Another interesting fact about Glennon Brothers is since we acquired the Balcas sawmill last November, we now as a business generate more electricity than we consume. And that extra electricity is supplied to the grid. And all this electricity is generated from a sustainable raw material, as in forest products. We have also invested in making our processes more sustainable. We made a significant investment of 15 million into installing a combined heat and power plant which used wood residues to generate electricity to power the plant and also heat the kilns. This wood residue replaced gas that was used in the past, so this has converted the process to a much more sustainable process. So this is a journey. We're still looking at things we can do to improve our environmental impact. First thing we're looking at, we're exploring the options of investing again into another combined heat and power plant to generate more electricity in the plant here in Fermoy. We're also looking at our packaging to see is there any way we can improve the packaging that goes in our products to make it more recyclable.
So, if you want to find out more about Chadwicks and our sustainable suppliers, check out chadwicks.ie.